Laura,
Yeah.
we're in Times Square. Most people probably don't even see you. I almost didn't see you. You're homeless.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I've been out for about 2 years now. I was in a domestic violence relationship and I got 4 head injuries. So I got really confused and I couldn't think straight and I couldn't make decisions. It causes you to really foggy thinking and hard to make decisions and stuff like that. So and I already had a brain injury, so I was having trouble. I ended up trying to get away from him, and I just had to finally, because it was so bad, the thinking was so bad that I just finally one day had to just walk out and leave. And I left all my stuff, and I was unable to get it back because when you don't have a home, nobody really helps you. So police don't really help. I mean, because I was leaving my home, so.
And you told me you're safe now.
I'm not. I mean, I'm outside, so I'm not really safe.
Right, but you're safe from...
I'm safe from him, yes.
Right.
Yeah, he's clear across the country. He's in LA. I'm here.
Now, you're just telling me we're pretty far, but to go to the bathroom, you got to walk all the way to Penn Station.
Yeah, it's about 4 blocks away.
Yeah, but they're big blocks. I just walked up from there.
Yeah. It's quite a ways, and I also can't take my stuff down with me, so I have to have somebody watch my stuff, and I usually have to give them money. Like even if I don't have it, I got to figure out how to get them like $1 or something like that to watch my stuff for me, so that I can go to the bathroom because I can't take all my stuff with me. So I end up holding it a lot.
Oh my gosh, I'm
really,
so sorry. And you're out here with your dog, beautiful dog?
Yeah.
Is anybody helping you?
I don't ask for help, and I don't hold a sign, so they don't usually help if you don't.
What I meant, like social services.
Oh, no. I tried with one organization called Breaking Ground, but they're not really doing much. That's about the only time I've been approached for getting help. I've gotten sick, and one thing that concerns me is that there's no concern for that virus in this area. Like, they don't, like in LA, they're putting people into hotels and stuff. FEMA is actually funding it for homeless people to go into hotels, and that's a federal organization.
They've
so
tried a little here too, but
it has to be a nationwide program. So I don't understand where the funding is going, because I think they're getting funding here. They're just not putting it into the homeless people because
I don't know. It's
the
all
government
a mess.
Gives that.
It's
stuff.
all a mess. I know Upper West Side we're putting some people in hotels, and then people are complaining, and a good friend of mine who's a doctor here told me that there's 130 vacant hotel rooms here, and 130,000, excuse me.
Why? I don't understand that.
Well, there's lack of tourism, and this is happening everywhere. So where'd you sleep last night?
I slept it's a kind of a subway station. It's above ground, but the heat comes up from there during the nighttime, so it's warm. So I was able to sleep there.
How do you survive out here?
I don't know. I just do.
Well, you still have a good spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have brain damage, so.
Well, that's funny, but that's no excuse. I mean, I don't want to say excuse, but.
I mean, things don't affect me, I guess, the same way that they would other people, so I don't understand as much as other people do, I guess, and I don't know, I mean, I have food stamps, so I can get food, and that's pretty much all you need is a place to sleep and food, so. But I don't know. I'm going to travel around a little bit, I think, because I'm not really sure where to go right now. I don't feel very safe in the country, the way the country's acting right now. I just don't. Outside, you're so vulnerable. Whether you're participating in whatever people are fighting about or not, you're still vulnerable. I choose not to be in violence anymore, so I don't want to be in anybody's fight,
And I mean, there's protests going by. Thankfully, a peaceful protest.
Oh, right now, yeah. But some of them, like, I don't know about here, but in LA, they call it a peaceful protest, but they're stomping down the road and they're just like all fired up, and that's not peaceful. That's not what peaceful is. It's stirring something up. And
well, I can see how you would feel unsafe out here. Plus, being a woman by yourself, even though you have a dog.
And I just listened to a man for 45 minutes scream at me for being homeless today.
What?
Yeah, and the police had to come out and get involved, but the police were nice about it, actually. They said to me, they just told me, don't waste your time on him because he's a jerk.
Well, he was upset because you were homeless?
Yeah, and he was screaming at me and for everyone to hear saying she eats garbage. It's not true. I don't eat garbage. I buy my food.
Yeah, I would not know. It's only because I do this and I'm very sensitive to seeing homeless people. I mean, I would not have known you were homeless. You're clean. Your dog's,
I'm actually not clean. I just look like I'm clean.
Well, you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. You're very honest. Thank you. You're very honest. So this gentleman was upset you were homeless, but just wanted to complain, and he didn't.
He said
he didn't do anything to help.
Attention. He was trying to get He was first of all, he was freaking out about my dog, trying to say that my dog's laying here, not doing anything, not hurting anyone. And then he started screaming about my dog, saying that's a vicious dog, and they wouldn't respond to that. So then he started going on about how I'm begging for money, which I wasn't begging for money. I don't have a sign. I'm not sitting in a place where people really even notice me. So I'm not actually trying to draw attention to myself. And he just, for 45 minutes was screaming. And
I'm so sorry.
It's hard sometimes that way because, they try to tear you down. Like, if you have a good disposition, it's not easy because they're there. There's people in the public that are there to make you feel bad for no reason. Like, it doesn't make any sense sometimes. There's no law against being poor, but yet homeless people are treated worse than prisoners. Prisoners get medical, they have rights, prisoners can appeal the courts. We're not allowed to do any of that. If we go into a shelter situation, our rights are null and void. We don't get any special privileges. And I feel like that's wrong because in pretty much most every state, as long as you go into a store and you buy anything, you're paying taxes. So I pay for all my stuff myself. I'm paying taxes. I pay for all of those rights. And I don't get to utilize them because I'm poor. It doesn't make sense to me.
First off, there should not be poverty and homelessness in this great country. That's but then the big thing about my work that people don't is I believe everybody should be treated the same.
Yeah.
And it's just homeless people that I help amplify the voice, but really behind the DNA and the belief of invisible people is that everybody should be treated the same.
Yeah, we should absolutely have rights like everybody else has rights. I think that, I mean, just to me, it's more of a status quo than it is a race issue. Anyways, is because it's where you're poor, you have everything kind of you get treated like less than other people just for the fact that you're poor anymore. It's ridiculous. Everybody's going to find a reason to suffer other people, though.
What would you want housed people to know? All these people, probably 100 people walked by us just now, and you're sitting here homeless throughout the day.
I would want them to stop judging people for the position that they're in, because one, I don't do drugs. It's like the guy was commenting earlier today that was screaming at me, was saying that my teeth are bad. My teeth are bad because one, I take a medication for seizures that causes your teeth to kind of rot out. It decays your teeth. I'm taking a medication that does that to me. It's not because I'm doing drugs. So don't assume that people are doing something you don't know. Most of the people that are out here, women, most of the time are coming out of domestic violence relationships, and there's just not enough protection or enough ways for them to get out and safely and get their life started over again. And the other side of it is it's a lot of men are out here because they were in the military and then they've served our country. They tried to, risk their lives for our protection, and we don't do any better for them than to just criticize them and accuse them of being on drugs, which I don't know if they are or not. I know I'm not, and I get accused of it all the time. So I just think that people, and then there's a lot of them that have mental illnesses, and that's not a crime either. It's not a crime to be mentally ill.
Well, most people with mental illness are in housing. They never end up homeless. Most people that are addicted never end up homeless. So if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Housing for sure. And to be treated like I was, somebody. Like I wasn't, not to be treated like I'm, or to be devalued. Sorry, I'm sick. I guess to be well too.
Have you been COVID tested?
No. And I've even talked to somebody that's supposed to be a homeless advocate and said, when are they, New York isn't doing anything I've been to hotels here. They aren't doing temperature checks. They're not doing anything to prevent the spread of COVID.
Because do you have a fever? Or you're just...
Yeah, I've had a fever. I have all the symptoms of it. I told
you should go.
A person that was for homeless advocacy, they don't care. We're not... If I go in an ambulance, the only way to get to the hospital is to walk there, which I can't because I get lost really easy because I have brain damage. Or take an ambulance. If I take an ambulance, I have to leave all my stuff behind. I'm not willing to give up all my stuff to go get tested for everybody else's benefit.
Well, that's why a lot of people, homeless people, don't
There's a lot of
get...
other states that are setting up venues all over the place to test for COVID. You don't have to go to a hospital to go get it done. New York's really failing the people because I'm out here. There's children out here. There's,
Well, when you join our support group, you're on Facebook, we'll try to navigate to get you to a clinic or something.
Okay.
Anyways, Laura, it's been an hour. It's been an honor to get to know you a little.
Thank you. It's been an
Thank you
honor
so
to know
much
you too.
for talking to me.
Thank you.